Hello, my name is Keisha Toms Boutaleb, and I'm the Deputy Chief of Mission here at U.S. Embassy in Maseru. I've been in Lesotho for roughly 2.5 years with my family. Roots and culture. My roots in America come from, of course, Africa. I did a DNA test a really long time ago, and I found that on my mother's side, my family is Hausa from West Africa. So the Hausa tribe, which reaches from Ghana all the way into Nigeria. And then, of course, many of us who have been in America for hundreds of years, my ancestors came probably in the 1850s or earlier than that. At any rate, we also are Native American, so my family has Powhatan tribe in their roots as well. Well, of course, for most folks, Black History Month isn't just about the month, it's every single day. We celebrate culture through artists like Zora Neale Hurston and her books and her poetry. We celebrate it through food specific that came through the South, like sweet potato pie, which I also eat here in Lesotho. There are many, many ways to keep Black history alive every day in your families and in your culture. I actually come from a place called Seattle, Washington. That's where I grew up. And there weren't very many African Americans there during my childhood. Yet Seattle is known as being a very tolerant place. And because of that time, and where I grew up, I learned a lot about African American culture and the importance of Black history and our contributions to the larger history of the United States. I believe the first blood transfusion was done by an African American doctor. Lights, robots as they're called here in Lesotho, they were invented by an African American inventor. One of the first persons to go to the North Pole was actually also a Black American. So knowing your roots and your culture and where you come from and how we contribute as one strand in a multi-ethnic society that we are as the United States is a part of everyday life. And I make a point to not only teach that, to learn that culture and contribution for myself, but also to teach it to my children and people that are around me as well. In terms of the different types of cultures and identities that I celebrate, there are so many because coming out of Seattle, Washington, many cultures are interwoven together. Asian Americans have been a big part, Asian American history and culture, Maxine Hong Kingston, and understanding different narratives of refugee populations who contribute so much to the United States. All of those things have informed the way that I look at myself and also the way that I see others. I see the connectivity between all of us. And I think one of the most wonderful things about identity and culture is food. I love to eat, and I have found a way to eat food and eat my way through different cultures around the world. And that's really been a pleasure and a joy. My family is diverse, like so many cultures and so many families in the United States right now, where I think it's roughly 20% of the children who are born in America now are multiracial. My children are Arab and African American, and we take the time to celebrate our Americanness through our various identities and our multi-ethnicity, largely, again, through food. And I really just take a joy in understanding more about other cultures through music, poetry, traditions, and making sure I find that link between who I am as an African American woman serving in the Foreign Service as a diplomat and sharing my culture around the world and finding those places where we synergize.